إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه به ونستغفره ونستهديه ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا. من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له، وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له، وأشهد أن محمدًا عبده ورسوله. يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله حق تقاته ولا تموتن إلا وأنتم مسلمون. يا أيها الناس اتقوا ربكم الذي خلقكم من نفس واحدة وخلق منها زوجها وبث منهما رجالا كثيرا ونساء، واتقوا الله الذي تساءلون به والأرحام إن الله كان عليكم رقيبا. يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله وقولوا قولا سديدا يصلح لكم أعمالكم ويغفر لكم ذنوبكم، ومن يطع الله ورسوله فقد فاز فوزا عظيما. أما بعد، فإن أصدق الحديث كتاب الله، وأحسن الهدي هدي محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم، وإن شر الأمور محدثاتها، وكل محدثة بدعة، وكل بدعة ضلالة، وكل ضلالة في النار. My dear brothers and sisters in Islam, almost one week of Ramadan has finished. We have 3 more weeks to go. How do you evaluate yourself in the first week of Ramadan? Have you achieved your goals that you planned to do in this first week of Ramadan? Are you progressing forward, or are you lagging behind? Or are you a person who is only watching things go by without taking any action? Imam Ibn al-Qayyim mentions, he said the human body is made from 2 parts, the soul and the body itself. He said the flesh and the body is made from elements from earth, and the soul is from the heavens. When a person deprives himself or controls his appetite or becomes hungry, at the same time he has less sleep. So you are hungry, you have less time of sleeping, and to perform worship, ibadah. As he does that, his soul finds itself freed in order to connect into the source where it came from, in the heavens. And his soul gets excited because it's being relieved in order to reach out to Allah Almighty from the place of the heavens where his soul came from. Yet on the contrary, if you fill yourself with food and pamper yourself and sleep too much, your body becomes heavy and grabs the soul back on earth, and therefore there is no reaction between you and the verses of Quran and between elements of worship that we practice as Muslims. Our forefathers, whether it's the companions of the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ and the generation of Muslim scholars and worshippers, they knew that Ramadan is the season, as merchants have their own seasons. People who are in the business, they have seasons where their business gives them more money and returns than any other time during the year. So they knew that Ramadan is the season where you capitalize and make up as much as you would in order to compensate your failures in the past between the previous Ramadan and this Ramadan. It is time to make up what you failed to do so. It is time to mend up your relationship with Allah. It is the time to maximize your rewards because you failed in the past. Ramadan is where we compensate the losses. So therefore, it's a warning for you and myself not to let go of the upcoming 3 weeks of Ramadan without taking every single minute seriously. The Prophet Muhammad ﷺ said, إن لله تعالى عتقاء في كل يوم وليلة لكل عبد منهم دعوة مستجابة. The Prophet Muhammad ﷺ said that Allah Almighty selects from every day and night people whom Allah spares them from hellfire. The question comes, have you been, or myself, have I been selected by Allah Almighty among those whom Allah had selected in this month of Ramadan in order to be spared from hellfire? Understand what the hadith says. Do you think Allah Almighty selected people to be spared from hellfire because they were just watching? Do you think Allah Almighty would select people to be protected from hellfire because they were just being there, or they happen to be in one place? It is the effort that these people, the sincerity of these people, the seriousness of these people in taking part that this Ramadan is not a gameplay, it's an opportunity of a lifetime. Yes, of a lifetime. Because no one guarantees, neither for me or you, that next Ramadan we'll be here. So this is the opportunity of a lifetime. And the selection is based on your sincerity and the effort and asking Allah Almighty day and night to select you among those who win this Ramadan. Asking Allah Almighty to help you perform in this Ramadan. Asking Allah Almighty to give you the power and the energy and the strength and the willpower that you will perform as best Ramadan as possible, because you and I don't know whether we are in the next Ramadan or not. The Noon al-Masri used to say, starve during the day and pray during the night, and you will see miracles from Allah Almighty. Yahya ibn Mu'adh said, whoever fills his stomach with food becomes weak from Qiyam. And whoever becomes weak from Qiyam, he is laid in the back rows of performance. This means he's a failed performer to gain the best of Ramadan. Al-Fudayl ibn Iyad warned you and me and said, two aspects that will make you disconnect and not react with the Quran: sleeping too much and eating too much. Imam Shafi'i said, I've never had a full stomach in the last 16 years of my lifetime, because having a full stomach or indulging myself in food will kill my body, and it will make my heart not effective in the reaction between it and the Quran, and it will affect my intellect, and it will bring me to sleep, and it will make your energy to perform very weak in that factor. أقول ما تسمعون وأستغفر الله لي ولكم فاستغفروه إنه هو الغفور الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين، والصلاة والسلام على أشرف المرسلين سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه ومن تبعهم بإحسان يوم الدين. Imam al-Hasan al-Basri said, Allah Almighty has made this month of Ramadan for the people to compete against each other towards pleasing Allah Almighty. So it's a competition towards worship to please Allah Almighty. And he continued to say, there are top performers who are way ahead of the crowd, and they became winners. And others chose to stay lazy and behind. And he continued to say, I am really amazed and surprised for people at this time of opportunity who wish to stay behind while they are pleased with their bad performance. 720. 720 hours are the total hours of the month of Ramadan. Take away 1/4 of it. What is left are the hours available in the month of Ramadan. Here are 8 principles that I would like to share with you in order you and I would maximize our performance in Ramadan. First of all, reading Quran, because the reward is multiplied. Ramadan had Quran, reading Quran, because the letters of Quran, each letter of Quran, you are rewarded 1 to 10 times, and in Ramadan it is maximized to levels that you and I don't know. Only Allah Almighty will reward you on that. The number of letters in the Quran are 340,740. Multiply that by 10. This means 3,400,007,400. But in Ramadan, the multiplication is endless from Allah Almighty. So let your imagination take you of how much reward for every letter of Quran that you read in this month. Second principle, a house in heaven. The Prophet Muhammad ﷺ said, anyone who performs the sunnah before and after the 5 prayers in the day, he has a home built in heaven. Third principle, why don't you fast this Ramadan several times? That is, helping other people break their fast. As you help them break their fast and donate for their fasting, your reward is multiplied as if you have fast Ramadan 3, 4, 5, 10, 20, 30 times, as much as you help people break their fast. Hajj and Umrah without any effort. As the hadith of the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ stated, that anyone who stays in the Masjid after Salat al-Fajr until sunrise, 10-15 minutes after sunrise, he prays 2 rak'ahs, he will get the full reward of Hajj and Umrah. Charity during the month of Ramadan, it is the protection between you and hellfire. 83 years are counted for one night. 83 years of worship, that is Laylatul Qadr, among the last 10 nights of Ramadan, is equal to 83 years of worship. That is a principle that you should keep in mind. Family ties and connections, reaching out to your parents, loved ones, relatives, friends, asking about them. Ramadan is the month of social attachments. Reach out and connect with them and ask about them. And you will be rewarded. Allah will bless your lifetime. Allah will bless your net worth. And Allah will bless you that people would love you because of this action. And the last thing is that every day you have the opportunity that your prayers are accepted, which is the last moments before iftar time. Never get involved in anything before iftar other than you alone raising your hands and asking Allah Almighty what you want. It is the time when your prayers are answered. Let go of everything. Prepare your plan of what you want to ask Allah on that day, and sit there and ask until the adhan and to break the iftar, because it's the time where your prayers are answered. My dear brothers and sisters, as I finish this khutbah, I point to you one point. No one guarantees next year you are here or not. Therefore, take this Ramadan seriously. Read Quran the way it should be read, by understanding what Quran includes. Pray as you pray in the Masjid. And remember, you are standing in front of Allah Almighty. So the glory and the grace of Allah is kept in your mind as you stand in front of Allah Almighty. Start a new relationship with Allah and forget the past and work out to make up the weaknesses and the mistakes that you've done in the past in order to compensate the losses that have happened. Finally, in your fasting, remember it's just the last one, and in your qiyam will be the last qiyam that you have done. I ask Allah Almighty to bless us in this Ramadan and help us unify the world of Muslims, and to bless our children and families to accept our deeds in this Ramadan. اللهم اغفر لنا خطأنا وجهلنا وإسرافنا في أمرنا وما أنت أعلم به منا. اللهم اغفر لنا ما قدمنا وما أخرنا وما أسررنا وما أعلنا. أنت المقدم وأنت المؤخر وأنت على كل شيء قدير. اللهم تقبل منا صلاتنا وصيامنا وزكاتنا وقيامنا يا رب العالمين، وتقبل دعاءنا واجعلنا من عتقاء شهرك الكريم. اللهم اجعل القرآن ربيع قلوبنا ونور صدورنا يا رب العالمين. اللهم اغفر للمؤمنين والمؤمنات المسلمين والمسلمات الأحياء منهم والأموات إنك سميع مجيب الدعوات. اللهم اغفر لنا ولوالدينا ومن له حق علينا. اللهم نسألك من خير ما سألك عبدك ونبيك محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم، ونعوذ بك من شر ما استعاذ منه عبادك نبينا محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم وعبادك الصالحين يا رب العالمين. اللهم اجعلنا شاكرين لك ذاكرين أواهين مطواعين منيبين. اللهم احفظنا بالإسلام قائمين، واحفظنا بالإسلام قاعدين، واحفظنا بالإسلام راقدين، ولا تشرك بنا أعداء حاسدين. ربنا اغفر لنا ولوالدينا ومن له حق علينا، وتجاوز عنا يا كريم. عباد الله، إن الله يأمر بالعدل والإحسان وإيتاء ذي القربى وينهى عن الفحشاء والمنكر والبغي يعظكم لعلكم تذكرون.